probably don't know who I am, but I'm Cajun, and this is Cooking with Cajun. My co-chef, Krista, over here,
No, it's fine.
doesn't want to be seen. But our tech producer, Rylan, I think wants to be seen.
Bye!
Now, for the first lesson, this is how you make fajitas. Down here, we have the ingredients. You need tomato, onion, bell pepper, bell pepper, bell pepper. See, these are all green bell peppers. You need to change them if you want a more colorful design of bell peppers. Now, and over here we have the chicken. You need chicken. And then, we do not have the fajita shells, but you need them too. Now, you need a cutting board and two very nice knives. Very nice knives. You need very nice knives. And then, over here, you need frying pan. Okay, we're back with Cooking with Cajun. Right now, we are chopping the bell peppers, and then we will add them to the frying pan and start chopping the onions and tomatoes. As you can see, you don't want to cut them into tiny slices, but rather long slices. And as we said,
And remember to take out the seeds and put it to the side.
starting on chopping the tomato. Tomato. Is the tomato standing steady? And soon we will be putting the bell peppers into the frying pan. Now that we're done with the bell peppers, we're going to go over here and start the oven.
Careful!
And we need to add some oil.
What kind of oil?
Just enough to cover the bottom. As you can see, pure vegetable oil. Now we're going to go get the peppers and put them into the frying pan. Now notice there are seeds on the side of the frying pan, and the seeds are still on the side. Just put them in here. Once all the peppers are in there, you need to separate them out a little bit so they're not all in one big pile. Be careful because the pan is hot. And the tomatoes are almost ready, so we'll be adding them soon. Now I'm taking the tomato from my assistant and adding them to the mix of bell peppers in the frying pan. And to start off, we have the stove on low so it does not all cook until we're done with everything. Now we are cutting the onion to add to the frying pan. And you need to be very careful of your fingers while doing this. And you need to try and cut it rather fast so your eyes do not start burning.
And remember
And
not
you
to
start
knock off
crying.
the onions.
To help yourself if you do start crying during the onions, sniff some coffee grounds. It helps. Now, we are going to add the onions to the mix of peppers and tomatoes. And as we do, we need to mix them in. And now a word from our sponsor.
Cooking with Kajun is sponsored by Yolk Patties. Eat it or love it.
Now we're beginning to cut the chicken to add to the rest of our frying mix. Now, no, we're still cutting in long ways, but we need to keep them somewhat smaller. Now that we're almost done with the chicken, we're going to go over here and turn the stove up to about 4. Okay? As you can see, we're chopping the chicken now. Right, we have frozen chicken, but it works to use fresh chicken breasts or whatever kind of chicken, just make it boneless. Doesn't really matter. But fresh or frozen. And now a word from our sponsor.
Cooking with Cajun is sponsored by Great Value Peanut Butter. Now back to Cooking with Cajun.
Now that we are done chopping the chicken, we are going to take it and add it now to our mix of food we are frying. And right now we're only adding half. And while the food is frying, you need to make sure you get the chicken to the bottom of the skillet or frying pan or whatever you want to call it. And now we're going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then just keep on stirring. So now that we've added the rest of the chicken, we're going to add a little bit more salt and pepper. And now, a word from our sponsor. You ready?
Yeah.
This means war.
Mm-hmm.
It's Nerf or nothing. And for the third time, we're adding a little bit of salt and pepper. And just, as always, keep on stirring. Look at the beauty of the fajita, and it's baby staked. And now, as you can see, fajita shells. We're warming them up. No one ever knows why we do this. We just do it. Apparently, it softens them, but no one cares. Finished product of the fajita. This perfectness. Shell, lettuce, if you want it. And then your toppings of cheese, sour cream, optional, taco sauce, and optional jalapenos. She's a little crazy. Apparently they all like salad. But sticking with the old ways, just put it in the shell and add cheese. That's it for today. That's Cooking with Cajun.